Alright, I'm up. You listen to my car. Do you hear the way my car sounds? I'm up. It is like 6 a.m. and I'm going to Universal because apparently they're having a Universal Studios garage sale today. And that's basically everything I like all combined into one. This might be a huge waste of time. It's an hour-and-a-half ride each way. So I might be about to waste 3 hours of my life, but whatever. We're gonna try it and see what we find. Come on. Now I'm sitting in traffic. It's supposed to be like an hour and 10 to an hour and 25 minutes to get there. But it looks like it might take me more like 2 hours today just to get to Universal. I highly doubt this is gonna meet my expectations. I think it's gonna be like a clearance sale at a theme park. I don't think it's gonna be really a garage sale, but I gotta go, I gotta see. I'll let you know when I get there. All right, so we're in Universal. I really hope this garage sale is really happening. I don't see any signs for it, but I think I know where it is. So I'm just gonna go over there, see if I can find it, and hope I didn't just waste like 4 hours of my life. We'll see. So I do see up here a sign that says Universal Pass Holders, and I think this is exclusively for pass holders. So I think that's a good sign, because I think that means it probably is still happening. There's also like a little umbrella set up. So here we go. I hope there's good deals. All right, so this is where it is. It's in this like back room where we did the Halloween Horror Nights tasting thing. It doesn't have any signage or anything. I just know from looking online that it's back here. So let's see what we find. All right, so here's where the voiceover kicks in because they had some aggressively loud music playing in here. I took out my phone for a second and then I decided, you know what, we'll just use the GoPro. First thing I spotted was this little kiosk thing of $1 pins, but they were pendants. They were dolphin pendants. They didn't excite me, so I kept going. So I started looking around and I noticed that the shirts and stuff were all sorted by size, so adult apparel, size extra large, which is my size, although I didn't really process that at the moment. And most of the shirts here had bedazzling on them, which I don't think I can pull off, maybe one day, but not at the moment. I look at the price and I see $17.99, and my initial reaction was disappointment. I was like, oh man, that's lame, not noticing all the 80% off sale signs that are everywhere. So the actual price was $17.99 minus 80%, which would actually be about $3. And here I see the wands are $13.42 for interactive Ollivander's wands. Normally $63, I believe, over in Harry Potter World. Like literally, there's people in the park right now, the same park, over in Harry Potter World, Diagon Alley, buying these for $63, and I can buy them for $13. So I get excited. I don't want to buy like infinity wands, but I definitely want to grab some. And so I grabbed 3. I wanted 3 different ones, one for each kid. And then I end up coming back to this table a little later because of just the thrill of the shopping. I love to shop, so this was like really difficult for me to restrain myself at this point. $13 for wands. But anyways, I decided to see what else they have. Pass some swimwear, not really interested in that. Don't know what size my family wears, so just skip it and go over to this corner where I see some Funkos. And they have some interesting Funkos. I put down the wand so I could kind of take a look at these. I also had these like Black Panther Funkos. They were $8.52, which didn't seem like a crazy good deal to me. I had this Mojo Legends for $20. I was trying to figure out if it was even a good deal or not. So I decided to think about those, and as I'm walking, I see the 80% off sign, and you can see me pull out my phone. I'm so excited. 80% off. Holy cow, I just realized that this is actually a really good deal. I know that this garage sale was like way like 40% off a few days before and then 60% off, and so I just realized that today it's 80% off. I find this toy helmet from Fast and the Furious. It's on sale for $2.55. I don't even know what it does, but for $2.55 for a big Hasbro toy, why not? And then I get over to this tote table and I spot these really cool Harry Potter totes for $6.60, I believe. Annabelle, my daughter, loves Slytherin, so I grabbed that. I like Gryffindor, so I grabbed a Gryffindor one as well. I also was still under the false impression that I could actually hold all this stuff I was about to buy in these 2 little tote bags. And so you see me load up my wands into the tote bag, and basically I realized quickly that it's not going to work for the helmet because it's enormous, so I'm going to have to figure out a better solution for carrying these things pretty soon. Now that I have a better understanding of the pricing, I decided to revisit the clothing table. Again, I'm at I think this is the extra small table, or no, it's just a small table. And I start looking at the prices, and I now am doing the 80% math and realizing that, hey, the prices aren't bad. And so for my daughters, I wasn't sure what size they wear. They either wear a small or a medium. And so I figured I would just grab a handful of shirts. So I start kind of piling shirts into my bag there. They're mostly Harry Potter and Slytherin and things like that. There's some Ravenclaw, just all types of stuff. The prices on them are ranged. Most of them were like $17.99 to $35, and then you'd get the 80% off. Like, they had a jumper or like a jacket that said Slytherin that was $35, and after the discount it turned into, I don't know, $7 or something like that. So I go over here, I see these Death Eater masks. They were really pushing these. They're $4.47. I said, no, I'm not going to buy one. But don't worry, that doesn't last. I'm addicted to shopping, like I said. So I decided to walk and see what else they got. I'm looking for the lounge flies. There they are. Boom shakalaka. Do people still say that? 80% off lounge flies. You got a LA Rams one. Not super excited about LA Rams. The price on it's $85, meaning it's about $17. And then you've got a Thor one, with an $82 price tag, meaning it's about $16. And I decided to get 2 of each because of why not? Like I said, shopping addiction, guys. I can't help myself. I love lounge flies, so at $16, I'm buying some. Now, this is where I start to really realize I'm in some trouble when it comes to actually getting this stuff out of the park. If you haven't been to Universal, the parking lot is very far away. You gotta walk through City Walk and all that. Here I spot some dinosaurs. I was like, I don't really need this. I'm looking for like a Jurassic World logo. I don't see one, but I'm like, but it's like $3 or $2, and my kid likes dinos. So I'm probably gonna get it anyways. I was really like debating, get it, don't get it, get it. I decided to get it, whatever, my daughter will like it. And then I go over here and I see some really cool little like Fast and the Furious kind of light up thing. I don't even know what it is really, but it was, I think, $1. And again, my 9-year-old will save up her money to buy stuff like this. So I did grab one and put it into the bag as well. I might not have I think I grabbed it. It looked like I grabbed it. Now I see the box table. There's a table full of empty boxes that you can put your stuff in. And this is a lifesaver to me. So I grab a big box and I start loading up all my gear into the box. I got all types of good stuff here. I got 4 lounge flies, toys, bubble wands, stuff like that. Actually, I didn't get a bubble wand yet, but I do find one. My daughter loves those too. So I come back over to the table. I see more of these same Funko Pops. Again, they're not really worth my time. So as I'm walking away from the Funko Pops, I spot out of the corner of my eye some bubble wands. Like I said, my daughter loves these. This one's a Jimmy Fallon bubble wand, but it doesn't really matter. She likes all bubble wands. They were $1.80, I think, right around $2 after the discount. And then this minion thing, which is like make your own minion, like a potato head kind of thing. It literally is $1. It has a $1 price tag on the back. So I was like, whatever. And then it's 80% off the $1. So I think it was only like 20 cents, but I'd have to look at the receipt and make sure it rang up that way. So I decide to keep walking. I grabbed a couple of those minion things. I grabbed a bubble wand. I'm going to see what else I can find. And sure enough, I spot something. It's a witch's hat. I actually decided not to buy this. It was a couple bucks, but there was no like brand or anything, and I'd never heard of it, so I just left it. Found another bubble wand, almost got it, but it was super sticky, so I decided to leave it. It didn't even have any Universal branding, so I just passed. I can get those at like the Dollar General or whatever. Came over here to the Death Eater mask and finally gave in and added one for $4. Why not? Halloween's coming. Might as well grab one. And then decided, I really need some clothes for the kids. I think I'm going to go back and look at the clothing, and maybe I can find some for myself. So I ran over to the extra large rack, which is my size. I usually do large or extra large. And I just started adding stuff. You can see $65 on that adult jacket. Again, that's $12 out the door, $13 out the door for a Harry Potter jacket. That's not bad. I figured, why not? I can always use it. Came over here, see if I missed anything in those boxes. There was nothing there, so I just walked by those Jimmy Fallon totes. Maybe I should have grabbed one. They're kind of cool. Then I spot the Loungefly wallets, guys. These are cool. You got a Doctor Strange one. That one was, I believe, $55. Again, with the discount, it's $11. And then they had all these sports teams one. Green Bay Packers Loungefly wallet. Again, $55. Rang up at like $11. Got the, what is that? The Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I grabbed like one of each team for the Loungefly wallets, because Loungefly is expensive stuff. If I can get it for 80% off, I'm gonna grab some of everything. Then I saw a what's his name, Earl the Squirrel backpack. Really cool. And that was super cheap as well. I should have shown the price tag, but I believe it was something around $4 to $6. after the discount, like that. Put down my box because it was heavy and grabbed this wallet thingy because my kids think it's so funny. That's from Sarah and the Jimmy Fallon ride. It goes, ew, all the time, and my kids constantly do that. So I grabbed that. It was like $1, and I figured the kids would get a laugh out of the ew wallet. Came over here to the large section. This is my son's size, my 15-year-old son's, and grabbed some shirts off there. Again, these were marked anywhere from $35 to $65, meaning the final cost is between $7 and $12 per item. So I move on. I spotted a table that I hadn't really been to yet. I see these crew neck shirts, $7.40. It says I actually bought one of these for retail back in the winter, so I figured grab another one in my kid's size. Why not? And then I look at these cups. These are like, we must all face choices between blah, blah, blah. It's Albus Dumbledore. I decided not to get it because I was afraid I'd break it. But I did see these license plates, Amityville Island. That's from Jaws. My sister's a huge Jaws fan. And those were, I believe, $16, so $3.20 after discount. I actually decided to buy 3 of those because my sister has multiple cars. I have a car. They're pretty cool. They're metal. I figured that was a good value at $3. So I added those to my box and go back to hunting. Now, I go back. I decided I'm going to try to look at some clothes again, try to find some more of my daughter's size. So I look for the actual table that is like a small for her, and I'm also looking for large and extra large as well. But then I get distracted by shiny stuff. I see some Christmas ornaments. I decide I don't want them, so I pass on them. I see some little placards. I didn't really want those either. I spot these wallets here that this lady's looking at. They're from Harry Potter. They're the Monster Book of Monsters, but in a wallet form. I pull it open. I was going to get a few because that's an awesome wallet, but then I realized it's for a cell phone. It's literally a cell phone case, and I didn't know what size cell phone that was. It didn't say iPhone 7, 8, didn't say Android. It said nothing. I got a little leery, and they were also expensive. I think they were like $7 after the discount, like originally 35 or 40. So I decided to just get one, figuring my daughter, maybe it's the right one for her phone. If not, I'll get rid of it. But, you know, I figured it was so cool I had to grab it. And then I start to kind of just scan, see what else I can find. I think we're almost done. This is where I see the wands again. I'm like, you know what? I really probably should get a couple more wands because they're such a good deal at $13. And so I set down my box and I grabbed more wands. And I said I'm just going to do 3 more. I don't want to get a million wands, but I do think 6 wands is enough wands to, you know, make my day. So I decided to go with 3 more wands, so 6 wands total. And this is where I start saying, you know what? This is a real issue. How in the world am I going to get this all back out to my car? Just carrying that little box around in that room was very difficult. It was very heavy. I see this shirt for $1. I'm like, ooh, a shirt. And then I see it's an extra small. Yeah, there's not that many extra small dads out there, at least in America. So I don't think they're having a good time selling those. I see this little office plaque. It's pretty cool. I almost want it, but then decide I don't because it's just really junk and it's just going to crowd up my already overstuffed workspace. So I decide to make one more trip over here to the shirts. Kind of wanted that pillow, that Earl the Squirrel pillow, but I decided I didn't want to carry it out to the car. Go back to my daughter's table, you know, her size, and I just start grabbing shirts at this point because she'll wear them, she'll love them. That's $24.99, so it's a $5 shirt with the bedazzles on it. That white and pink one, I think, rounding up for $1.80. The bedazzled one, again, $3 to $5. I mean, these shirts were so cheap after the discount. It was really hard to resist. So I kind of just grabbed one of each in her size because I figured can't go wrong. I mean, I'm gonna have to buy her clothes anyways, and she loves Harry Potter, so I just loaded up on larges and mediums and smalls. There's the Azkaban one, which they sell in Diagon Alley for like $35, Borgin and Burke's. Then there's another Harry Potter one there. I grabbed one of each, and again, the price was just so good I couldn't resist. You have to remember, I'm used to coming to Universal and spending $25 to $35 if I'm going to get one of these. So when I can get them for $3 to $5, I'm all in. So I just load up my box full of them and get ready to check out. All right, so it's time to ring out. I'm officially very stressed about how I'm going to get this back out to the car, but I say, whatever, let's ring it up and see where the price lands. I've just kind of been adding stuff without thought, so I'm gonna fast forward through most of this because it takes her an outlandish amount of time to scan these items. I don't know why, but it just takes forever. I will say, right when they first start scanning, everything's ringing up at full retail price, and it is highly increasing my anxiety, and I'm like, why is everything so expensive? So you can see she just scanned a few items. They're in $17.99, $24.99. I'm already at $64 after like 3 items, and I'm kind of freaking out. $72, so on and so forth. So let's fast forward and get closer to the end here. All right, so now we're up to $1,300, and she's still scanning stuff. And yeah, I was getting pretty stressed, but I did ask them. I said, hey, what's going on? Why is it so much? They said, oh, we'll do the final discounting at the end, which definitely stressed me out a little, but it was nice because I got to see what the total would have been if it wasn't all on sale. And I'm at $1,300 already. Let's cut to the end. All right, and now it's time for the grand total. $1,664.61. That is before discount, of course. Let's see what it costs once she hits that total button. There you go, $332.92. That feels a lot better. Normally, that's how much you'd pay for like 3 or 4 Loungeflies, and I got 4 Loungeflies and 4 Loungefly wallets and all that other stuff, so I feel pretty good about that deal. I think it was a great price. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Oh yeah, good haul. Well guys, I got an insane haul. I'm gonna take it back to the car because I gotta try to walk through the park with that giant box full of stuff. But yeah, spent $1,600. Well, would have been $1,600. Brought it down to $300. Pretty epic finds. I mean, the first time me and my family came here and bought wands, the interactive wands, these guys, we spent around $300 for 5 or whatever. I got 6 wands plus all that other stuff. Loungefly backpacks, Loungefly wallets, all types of great stuff for 332 bucks. Can't go wrong. Okay, so didn't really think this through. Maybe should have rented a wheelchair as like a shopping cart, because I'm like, I got the front attached to my shirt here, to my bag, and then I'm carrying this giant thing of bags behind me. Oh, no pain, no gain, right? That was moderately insane. I'm sweating. I should have had my GoPro on when I was walking out because everyone was laughing at me and said, "Shop much?" Like stuff like that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's my recommendation if you're a crazy shopper like me. Wheelchairs are 15 bucks for the day. Rent one out. It'd be worth the 15 bucks to not have to do that all in my hands. I could have just put that all in a wheelchair and pushed it back to the car. But anyways, it's back. We did it. We successfully went to the Universal garage sale. Hopefully I voiced over a bunch of stuff about what I bought, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. I was gonna go to the park, but I'm so beat, I might just go home. That was a lot of work. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed. We'll see you next time.